Alrighty, this is the journal setup video for Ms. Lovell's class in the year 2022 through 2023. Your school supply lists all asked you guys to come to school with a composition notebook. If you have one with you, go ahead and take that out of your backpack. If you do not have that with you, there are some extra journals on the table by the windows. Will the substitute playing this video please pause the video until everybody has a journal out? Okay, so everyone should have their journal out now. Let's open, we also need to, everybody should have a package of 12 colored pencils with them. If the substitute playing this video will pause the video and pass out a package of colored pencils. So we all have a journal and 12 colored pencils now. That's perfect. The first thing you're going to do is open your journal, and with a pencil or one of the colored pencils that were just passed out to you, this is going to be your page. So your name goes here somewhere. This is your name page. So I'm going to write Miss Lovell's name in pink. Take this time and decorate your name page. Make sure your name is on it. Please put your first and last name and anything else about you that you'd like on your journal this year. You guys can go ahead and take a couple of minutes to decorate your journal. No more than 5 minutes, please. Alright, if you guys need more time to decorate your journal, if the sub will pause this video and give you guys a couple of more minutes. By now everyone's name page should at least have their name on it. You can continue decorating it throughout the year or through this video when you have time. If the substitute will now pause the video and pass everyone out a glue stick. So everybody should now have their journal with their name on it, first and last, a package of colored pencils, and a glue stick as well. Okay. And now, if the substitute playing this video will pause the video again to pass out the place value chart, the millions through the 10,000s. This is the first thing that we're going to glue in our journal. You might want to fold your place value chart a little bit, and that's a-okay. I'm going to fold this just so it fits a little nicer, like that. And we're going to skip the back of our name page. We're going to glue this in right here. You can glue it whichever way you like better. I'm going to glue it this way. With a pencil or a colored pencil that you have, let's go ahead and make a note and also give this a page number. In the corner box, let's give this the page number R1 The R stands for reference. So the things that we're gluing in are things that you can go back and refer to throughout the year that might help you. This is a place value chart, so it's got the decimal spot right here, and it just names each place value to the right and to the left and right of the decimal. To the left and right of the decimal. So as an example, if I had the number 63.42, I would read that 63, the decimal points are read as and, 42, 63 and 42 hundredths. 63 and 42 hundredths. Go ahead and write that down. If you guys will also pause the video and take a moment to come up with another number and use this place value chart to help you name the place value. I want the number to be at least 5 digits, and then you can write your number here. So create your own number, your own 5-digit number that has a decimal. Hopefully you've created a 5-digit number that has a decimal, and you've written out in words how you would say that using this chart to help you. Alright, will you pause the video one more time and now pass out the keywords used in math word problems page. So everyone should have this. We're going to flip from R1. On the back of R1 is where we're going to glue this. So you're going to want to get your glue stick again, and a dab of glue in the corners and the middle. Now, similar to the page we labeled R1, that corner, let's label it R2. This is the second reference page that we have. So throughout the year, if we're doing word problems, we can come back to this page, and it should be very helpful to tell us, are we going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide in this problem? So some addition words that you see are listed in this box. Some are things you're very familiar with already: adding, combining, increased by. Those are all very great words. Same for subtraction, a lot that you probably already know. Multiplication and division, also some words that you already know. A note that I want you guys to make with color, pencil, whatever you have to write with you, is that multiplying and dividing work in equal groups. Multiplying and dividing, so these bottom two boxes, work with equal groups of numbers. Adding and subtracting are not equal groups of numbers. So off to the side of multiplication and division, you've written equal groups. Because when you multiply or divide, the numbers are happening in equal groups. 2 times 3 is 2 groups of 3. 2 equal groups of 3 things each. By the adding and subtracting boxes, you've written that those are not equal groups. 2 plus 3 has 2 groups, 2 and 3, but they're not the same. Now we're going to flip back to normal, and we're going to make one more note. When you add or multiply, you do not know the total. So I'm going to write do not. do not know the total. You do know both parts. So above adding and multiplication, in that column, you've written, do not know the total. Give me 1 second, so sorry.
Hi. Hello, how are you?
Look, your first one. I'm tired.
Yeah? They're really good. How are you?
This is Willie. This is my baby. He's from, we're from Mississippi. This is first
Welcome
year.
to Texas.
In Madison.
I saw in the board.
I don't know. He said he like it. He don't want to leave. I don't want to leave.
Here? You like Texas?
He like it. He really like it. We trying to walk around and find some of his classes, some of his teachers or somebody. So
It's good news.
I seventh grade. Seventh grade.
This is my first year in a long time. I'm tired. I have not like those.
I'm pretty sure we got a good math teacher.
Why do you do that?
Because maybe math teacher today.
Got it. Got it. Welcome
You think
to
she'll
our
help you
classroom.
understand it?
Do you have any questions?
They got assigned seats.
They will have assigned seats on the first day. Do you want to pick your seat out or maybe you should try to get through that?
Oh, look at you.
Wow.
See how special you is. See how you know I do that.
I like to separate myself, right?
What?
And I like to separate myself.
Oh, you like you said? Okay, I do a lot of group work. We do a lot of group things.
I do good work, but
So like the desks are in rows right now, but within the few weeks after I kind of get to know you guys, I put you in math families. So you'll have a group of 3 other people that are your math family, and we turn our desks a lot to work in a group.
Right there.
since 4 is my favorite number, can I get this one?
Right there, 40. You got it, dude.
Not 4C.
Oh,
4C is
4C.
my favorite letter.
4C. Okay, your name was really what?
Coleman.
Cole.
4C.
Boy.
Sweet.
Right.
Awesome. Well, the whole class will be built off of your specialty. So if everybody else hates it, I'm going to put you on blast.
What?
What? Welcome to Texas.
If somebody hate my seat, they gotta look.
Well, look,
They gotta come to me. They gotta come to me.
That's one good way to introduce yourself.
Absolutely.
You gonna get him. He got Jim.
Where is the gym?
Stay there somewhere.
Does it look like I go to the gym?
Look.
So, have you been to the cafeteria commons area yet downstairs? The gym is, if you keep going down,
Right.
then you can go outside to a little area, and there's the athletic gym going that way, or the basketball gym going this way.
CJ, get in your seat.
Okay, we looking for the athletic gym.
Okay. They're here to find
You
it.
should see some. Nope, the cheerleaders at home. Never mind, you will not see them.
So I think it's still some down there.
Okay, if you see a cheerleader, grab them, and they'll show you where everything is.
Okay, so actually,
So that's what he'll be.
Maybe not. That's probably
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you can come from. You come straight here.
Cause
I
I'm
have to
in
find
Willis.
technology. And the rest of you on your own.
I'm definitely.
It's
It's a very hard one. Yeah. Where was you?
Last.
I did a in the first full week, so I'll talk to you on the phone again. So
What are you?
I can say hi and introduce
She's
yourself.
a character.
You're a whole character. You have a TV show. It's good. It was nice meeting you guys.
Did they straight?
Miss Blackshear.
Bless you. Okay.
If you call the school, tell them the extension is 7992. Oh my God. 7992. I'm writing it back on the back of the calendar so you have it. What? That's okay. No, I'm making a video for a teacher who won't be home with her kids. Things stand up there, and then lovely. That table I'm going to put away. The tablecloth and tableware stuff is going to put away. So if y'all want stuff, not the wagon. That's my wagon. Not me. I don't even know where it is. You guys are my favorite. Of course, anything. I have no extra desks. I actually might need one more. We'll see. We'll see in the coming week if I need one more. But I don't have you need extra? Maybe I haven't. I worked very hard in the last year. Room 22, you might have some extra stuff. All gone. All gone. Theo, come on. Okay. Alright, I'm so sorry. That was, we had some visitors in my classroom. So, above adding and multiplying, we wrote that we do not know the total. But in adding and multiplying, you do know both parts. In the column for subtracting and division, we're going to write, so subtracting or division, we're going to write that we do know the total. That just means that one of the parts is missing. Okay. If you guys need more time to write this stuff down, if the sub will pause the video. Okay, so by now we have all got our name page, R1 and R2 done. If the sub will pause the video and pass out the multiplication table, then that's what we'll do next. So on the next page, R3, so this little box again we'll block off and we'll say R3 for the reference section, the third page. We're going to glue our multiplication table in here, okay? Got some glue going. Okay. I could spend so much time talking about this page, making notes all over this page, but I will refrain from that. What I want you guys to do, go ahead and pause the video and come up with a pattern or two that you guys notice. Pattern that we notice. Come up with a pattern that you notice. Okay. Hopefully you guys did pause the video and came up with a pattern that you noticed. Something that I noticed from the multiplication table when I look at it, and it's really easy to see in this one, are these bold numbers. We've got 1. 1 is bold. 4 is bold. 9 is bold. 16 is bold. 25 is bold. 36 is bold. 49 is bold. 64 is bold. So why would these numbers be bold? 1 is what you get when you have 1 times 1. When you have 1 times 1, you get 1. When you have 2 times 2, you get 4. When you have 3 times 3, you get 9. When you have 4 times 4, you get 16. 5 times 5, you get 25, and so on, right? So this is a number, 6, times itself, so 6, is the number in bold, 36. 6 times 6 is 36. A number times itself is the bold number here. So that's the same for 7 times 7 is the bold number, 49. Any of these numbers times itself gets you a bold number. So that's something I'm going to write down. We know that any number times itself, that's what got us the bold number. There's a special name for that. If you have a number times itself, that's called a square. You might remember this from 6th grade when you started using exponents. So like 2 squared was the little exponent there, meant to use the big number 2 as many times as the little number says, and you multiply it. So 2 squared is 2 times 2, or 4. So 3 squared, or 3 times 3, is 9. So your square numbers in this table are the ones that are bold. You might also notice that they go diagonally across. Go ahead and circle another square number that's not already colored and stuff on this page. After you've all got that done, you've got another square number, so make a note of the square number that you circled or found. So you might have found 14 squared, so 14 times 14. 14 times 14 is 196. So 14 squared is 196. Alright, after that, if you guys will flip to the next 2 pages, and if the sub will pause the video and pass out both of the star chart journal pages. We're going to glue in these star chart journal pages onto, in our boxes we'll put, that was R3 that we just finished. So this will be R4 and R5. R4 and R5. And we're just going to glue these star chart pages in here. You guys, I think, you guys have seen these before in 6th grade and 5th grade and 4th grade and 3rd grade. I'm going to kind of just review how to read these star charts and some other helpful things that you might find on them. This is your star chart for 7th grade. Now this is a smaller version to fit inside of your journal. It is double-sided, which is why you have 2 of them. Alright. It doesn't matter how you glue them in. I'm going to start on the one that says linear equation at the top. So these bold sections, those are like your topics or a category. The things underneath them are your formulas that belong in that category. So when we talk about area this year, I know that we're going to have to find the area of a triangle. We're going to have to find the area of rectangles or parallelograms. We're going to have to find the area of trapezoids, which all seems like review from 6th grade. The new one in 7th grade is you're also going to have to find the area of a circle. And then these are the formulas that match each of those different shapes. So that's kind of how you read the table. We'll refer back to this throughout the school year. Now we flip over to the other side. Again, you've got your topics. This is all measurement. This section is all measurement. Okay. So we can measure length. That's how long something is. We can measure volume. That's the 3D space that it takes up. And we have weight and mass. That's how heavy it is. I said it was measurement. That's not wrong. Specifically, this talks about the type of units that I have. If I'm asking about how long something is, and I say it's 35 inches long, then I can find inches in here somewhere. We've got that 1 foot is 12 inches, right? If I'm talking about how much water goes inside of a pool, I'm talking about volume. I don't have any volume formulas here, but I might see that there's 400 gallons of water in the pool, and I can use this here to go between gallons and quarts. So this is measurements, specifically your units, conversions. Measurement, conversions. Conversion means we're starting out with 1 unit, and we can use whatever is in this table to make our answer talk about a different unit. So using that 1 foot is 12 inches, I know that 1 foot is way longer than 1 inch. So if I'm measuring something in inches, but it's a really, really big number, we might want to change it to be measured in feet. This page in our star chart is going to help us do that. That is everything I've got so far for our journals. If you want to be really ahead of the game, if there's time after this video, go ahead and flip to the next page. This is going to be Unit 1. Unit 1, which talks about integers. And then we're not going to do anything in here quite yet. When we're done with this, go ahead and close your journals. And then if the sub will come collect, so hold up before the sub does that, I need everybody to put their colored pencils back inside of the box. Please make sure all 12 of them are there. And then if the sub will pause this video and take all of the colored pencils, please. By now, everyone's colored pencils are turned back into the sub. All 12 colored pencils were in the box. Now I need the sub to pick up everybody's glue stick. So by now, all colored pencils and all glue sticks are taken up and put back in their right spot. Thank you. Now we've got our journals. Right now your journal doesn't have a name on the outside. I will fix that with a Sharpie when I get back. But your name is on the inside. On the back wall, there's a shelf. Not the one by the windows, but the other shelf. That's where you're going to put your journals for now. I might change that later. Go ahead and find your periods shelf and put your journal on that period when the sub tells you to get up. She's going to dismiss you guys in rows. Thank you for watching this video. I cannot wait to meet all of you, and we're going to have an awesome 7th grade year.